Hello there, I am Gepwin. Welcome back to whatever this is. Factory Town. There we go. I was going into my Watchers of Tomorrow intro, which is my podcast. You should check it out. And it wouldn't have worked because I have a co-host in that, and that would not have functioned. No. I don't know what to do with this thing, but I have 100 Omni things, which means I should be able to upgrade my base, right? Oh, I need 200 happiness first. So we're gonna try to deal with that with some cloaks and things. Yeah, we're gonna need to get our happiness up. Oh well, I don't know what these Omni things do right now. They may not do anything. It's a definite possibility that they might not actually do anything at all. But we're gonna deal with that. But I have a bunch of things in here right now, and I need to deal with those. So I'm going to flatten terrain down, and we're going to do a little bit of magic spaghetti. Come on. Over cliff. As much as I liked having that cliff there, it is now in the way. Oops. Should probably build a ramp. It's a bit of a steep drop. Oh well. I would like... What would I like? I need some kind of, like, rows here. So here's my plan. I'm gonna have, like, the conveyor belt going this way. And the building, the recharger here. So 4 each, and then that's going to go out here. And that's going to go to their appropriate thingamabob, and then they're going to have the next row, and then we're going to have the next one, the next one, the next one, so on. Which means on this one we can only actually fit these couple here. Please get me back to my terrain tools. Flatten down. There we go. There we are. And let's fill in some of this lake. Why not? Okay. Then 4. You know, if I repeat that on the other side, this is why I used a barn instead of a silo here, because the barn lets me store multiple things. It lets me store 4 types of things at once, which is just perfect for being able to just route all of the gems through here. Apparently I should put this on my stupid toolbar. Flatten down. There we go. Alright, then I want the same setup here. And then that way and that way. There. And then... Wait. I didn't need that second button. What was that about? That's weird. Why did I put this here? What's this for? Go away. Go away. There we go. And then these. Yes. 4. I feel like this thing is like fighting me very slightly. Oh wait, I did need that. Why did I get rid of that one? I had an extra one on the other side that, like, I got rid of for no reason. Oh no, cannot afford. Darn, I haven't run out of magic rocks in a while. 3, 4... oh well. We'll build the rest of it and we'll be able to get more of those enchanted stones pretty soon. So this one is... Oh. doesn't actually matter at this point because I stopped bringing stuff in. So, okay, we'll have one that just goes to here. Why not? This one goes straight to there. And then this one. Yes, do that so that we don't get our belts mixed up. This one can just go straight up and give me some bridge ones, bridge tiles, because why not? Please, come on, bridge, bridge, bridge. In here and that way. Okay, working out. Working it out, working it out. So like this one here, we bring over and up. And actually, yeah, I would prefer to scoot it just a bit so that we avoid more of this. Then this one here, we bring up and same thing, but we bring it around in a awkwardy way. Up, 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 and then scoot around this thing, up and in. There we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. That thing goes there. Then we need a bunch of logistics blocks, so we need grabbers, which is why I paused this thing. Grabber. Grabber. Grabber, grabber. Need to sort all of those. And then splitters, which 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Then this isn't going to work because this teleporter thing doesn't actually take enough items for this, but oh well. This is a fun thing that I wanted to get this set up and see if I could make it work. Don't do that. Water. And earth. And wind. Oh, right. I forgot they need to be the depleted versions of those, so depleted fire. Would you stop doing that? Wish they didn't connect like that. Depleted water. Depleted earth. And depleted air. There we go. So now, those are going to go back into this thingy, and they're going to get sent around the magic thingamabob, so that this thing's full. So anyway, that would work. That would work, and it's cool. And I'm screenshotting it, because it's neat. So it would have worked if this thing wasn't backed up. Alright, we got a lot of these Omni things. Right now, what's actually holding up this doohickey? Nothing, it's just going slow. I suppose that's valid. I suppose that's valid, Magic Forge. You do you. I'm tired because it's late, and I just spent this long time playing a game on Tabletopia, which is this neat. It is this really neat little where's the fertilizer? We're sending all the fertilizer off to this, right? Yeah, we're sending most of the all the fertilizer off to that. We might need to do something about that. So we've already filled up those silos, in fact, so probably do want to do something about that. Alright, I need to grab one of these things. Tabletopia is this neat kind of neat. Is that what I need? An extractor? No, need a forge. Yeah, Tabletopia is this neat little thing that I just found randomly through a game that I found on Tumblr through like this person through like a bird site. They made a bird card game, which was neat. It's kind of neat. I don't know. I was playing through it, and I don't know what to think of it exactly because, well, it has a rule book that is 40-something pages. And I know that that is how board games are now. And I like some of those games. I do. But it's very difficult when you're like, hey, just found this interesting thing. Maybe we should try it, see if we like it or not. And oh, look, they have a version that you can play online for free, just to try on this website. That's neat. Let's try that. And what's going on, thing? Come on. So my girlfriend and I decide to try it, and we spend like 20 minutes trying to learn the rules, and then more time going back and forth with the like not knowing the rules and trying to figure out the rules. And just a long time later, we go, maybe we should like call this a learning one and go back to doing other things because we're both very busy because we've got to get ready for a trip we're going on. So we're too busy for this. And I don't know. I like games like that, and I do definitely remember when they did not have 50-page rule manuals. Overall. It's a little bit, you know, why so much things? Why so much things? Alright, we're making magic cloaks here. We're making magic cloaks with this minecart. And this minecart can just go. Come on. Put it down. Go. It's already empty. Alright, but this thing's already almost full. Now the Omni thing. The Omni thing. The Omni thing I want to do something a little more and more with. So I want to make like a side track. Yeah, we're gonna make a sidetrack it. And now, unfortunately, we have to like have it go uphill. There we go. These are going to turn right. That's going to be a problem. Oh, no, they didn't? Okay. Not as much of a problem as I thought it would be. Alright, that's how I want that bit to be. Except that I need this track here to kind of go out the other direction. So let's get rid of these herbs and let's do this stupid flatten terrain down thing. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm tired. It's late. We've been doing stuff all day. And that game was interesting. I'm glad that I tried it for the minute, but it also was like, what in the world is going on here? There's too much stuff happening. Too many rules. Come on. that way and go that way. There we are. Generally, don't care all that much about how many too many rules the board games have. That one was a little bit, I don't know, it was a little bit difficult to learn. I'm not exactly sure why. Something about being tired, something about wanting to learn it more quickly. Oh, come on. Please flatten terrain a bit. There we go. That's all I needed, was for it to even that out a little bit. Alright, just like that. Remove that one stone because it's in the way. I hate removing the resources. There we go. Oh, rail. Oops, nope. Rail, go straight. Thank you. Straight, straight, curve. That's weird. I thought these turned right by default. Anyway, we need a little logic here. This thing. Forge, please. You're going to make mana crystals. I don't know how much fuel you can actually hold. 20. So if this thing's less than 10 fuel, I think. So we're going to go computer blocks. We're going to go inventory sensor. Let's just put it over here, I suppose. Inventory sensor and computer block. Come on. Come on. Math block. And we're going to say inventory sensor. Look for, look at this thing. And sense filter for fuel. There we go. So, and connect it to this math block, and the math block is going to say less than 10, which is half of the fuel that this thing can hold. Then we're going to say if it's less than 10, we activate a pusher block that's going to send mine carts that way. There we go. Off it goes, off it goes. Now this is going to fill up with fuel pretty quickly, which turns off that pusher block. Then they refill themselves with fuel and go back around. Now we're gonna have to start using up this stuff over here. Otherwise, these farms are gonna back up pretty soon. I guess the leather stuff is backed up first. So that's okay, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Now then, mana ore, build a silo, build some frickin' stuff coming this way. Yep, there we go. Build a magic conveyor up that way. Hey, come on. And over there. There we go. There it is. And then we will give you a harvester drill to collect the mana ore. Actually, no, we're not. That's getting something, but I want this thing to last a bit, so we have to build a mine. Otherwise, it's going to use it up too much. So we have to build this thing as a mine. There we go. And if we buy this piece of land, actually, that should expand this a little. Not much. Weird. Think that would get you a bit more. Anyway, you'll also go that way. How much is this thing actually building? Come on. How are you? What are you outputting? Barely anything. We can give you a couple more workers, and we can give you... We can hook you up to the Steam network. Steam network's easy. Oh, right, we aren't allowed to hook you up to the Steam network. Never mind, we have to hook you up to the Magic network. But we're barely keeping this one alive with this setup. Yeah, this one's not even getting the magic benefit right now as I'm looking at it. Yeah, not even a little. Not even a little bit. Anyway, I guess we just gotta make sure that our happiness goes up, and then... Okay. This train... Train's going there. It's a short one, so pushing block, pushing block. And then... What do I want to do? I want this rail stop to be turned around and be an output. Oh. Suppose I didn't need to turn it around then. I mean, input there, and then we need to grab a rail car. That's not what I wanted. Hold up. Rail car. There we are. Move that way. Off we go. Filled up. Emptied. This thing is now making magic robes. Yeah, good. Make magic robes. I'm glad that you're making magic robes, I suppose. Yeah, we've got a lot of magic robes. I need to build another one of those market things. Buildings. Actually, let's just see. We might need a different trader for that. Let's just take a quick look here. Oops, that moved in a weird way. So this merchant, you can take cloaks. So I think we're gonna need like an exotic goods seller, which works fine for me if we're gonna be building exotic-y goods over here in any kind of way. Buildings, specialty goods. I think that's basically what I'm looking for. So, specialty goods. Yeah, you can sell magic rails, magic cloaks, magic conveyor belts, magic, cake. Oh, now the specialty goods sells cake. Okay, that's why we couldn't sell cake. Specialty goods sells cake. Good to know. Yeah, good to know. So that thing's climbing up and down this hill, so let's try not to interfere with it, eh? What happened with the fuel? Come on. Go. Go. Good. It can go under this. That's very good. I'm glad of that. Unfortunately, that does mean that we're going to lose efficiency on our train here because of the way that the stupid slopes work. Please go away. Come on. Come on, train. There we go. That way. And that way. Because we need ramps. And ramps work weird. Rails go here. Rails go down. Bugger. Nope. Rails go that way. There we go. And this way. Yep. Stop that. No, I don't want to copy that. I want to copy the rail pushers. The rail pushers. Pusher. And rail stops. Input, output. Give me that cart. There it goes. Got magic robes. Should sell for like 40 really soon. Should up our happiness a bit. Yeah, 179 happiness. Pretty cool. I like it. This thing's basically keeping almost completely full of resources. We're using up fertilizer. Using up fertilizer too fast in this thing. In fact, yeah, much too fast. By the time these get around, it's used up its fertilizer. They're too close together in that stupid slope. Ugh, hate it. Oh well. It's working. We've got it calling cars. But look at that, now it's already calling more cars. And they take forever to get back. Suppose I might actually need more cars to deal with some of this. What's going on with my leather output? Or not my leather, my cloth. Cloth is not going super well, is it? I've not enhanced my cloth as much as I wanted. This thing's working okay on the amount of cloth and leather that it's getting. It's definitely outputting robes faster than this thing can enchant them. That seems like it's majorly a function of the bad fuel consumption, though. Not sure what to do to get the fuel consumption on this stupid thing up to normal levels. I mean, I have an idea. I don't want to have to do it. But fine, I'll do it. I wish I could just copy paste this stupid thing. Anyway, I want a small... Let's see if we can make this any smaller and more expandable. So, I want this thing. Also, we may as well start wagon. Where is this? Okay, over here. Right, this is not going to be able to get across this river in any way or form because I need some bridges here. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to do anything. Won't be able to cross the river, get anywhere, really. Please get rid of that bridge. Please get rid of that bridge. Game really hates me building bridges. Really hates it. Okay. Give me this thing. That. I built a bridge for you so that you can grab stuff out of this barn. Alright, I built a bridge for you specifically so you can grab stuff from that barn. So please grab stuff from that barn. Okay, wagon, I want you to take the stuff from that barn. I want you to put it in that silo. What's going on here? Why can I not grab out of this barn? Alright, wagon. Take from barn. Please? Nope, wagon, go over here. I don't know what's happening. Why can't this wagon grab anything? Wagon, take from barn. There we are. Put into that silo. We've done it. We've made it work. The click and drag in this game is good, but it is weirdly, I don't know, weirdly non-functional sometimes. I don't know why that is. Four, five, that should be enough. Nope, stop removing blocks. That goes over there. This goes over here. Here's my first shipment of crystals. Not a bad start. And then I just need this thing. Yep, there's a little loop. It's about as compact as I can make a 5 recharger system. And then anything that gets to the end just goes that way. Now, mana connectors. Definitely need this stupid thing. Oh, this thing's even backed up. It must be getting its stupid buff. There's no way it's not. Okay, I can see how this one could possibly need a little bit extra in the backup system. Maybe I should deliver a few more. Okay, so we've got the pipes. So we're just going to take the pipe to there and then take the pipe back to there. And that'll keep some of the fuel going. And we're also bringing fuel in from the other source. So between the two of those, we should be keeping this thing fueled a little more regularly. Just making a little bit more robes. There we go, wonderful. We're pretty backed up, ain't we? Yeah. Can this thing take steam power? It can. Take some steam power. You as well. How's the steam output? 100 and 100. Pretty nice. This thing's still a kind of function of not getting enough fuel. Feels like. Nope, it's just very slow. Alright, more buildings. We can make 60 houses, and we have not. So let's upgrade this. And let's upgrade this. And now that I know that I need a specialty goods building in order to sell stuff. Ah, nice. 200 happiness. We can upgrade to base 10, which is the final level of base. Final level of base. Does that mean that this thing gets what it needs? No, it doesn't. I have no idea. I don't think this thing can go because it needs 500 Omni Stones in the recipe, but it only takes 20 in the slot. So it's powered and it has Omni Stones, but it's not going to go. And that's just a little crummy, honestly. What's up with you? Why can't you not keep bringing water stones from there? We need more of these to keep making Omni Stones, which I don't know what they do. I actually want to run a quick experiment here. Can I put Omni Stones into one of these? No, I can't. So The Omni Stones are in fact useless. I mean, they're going to be useful later. They're not useful now, is one of the main things here. That's going to be useful later on. Alright, let's up our workers in the cloak thing. How is this not making enough? Let's up our workers here too. We got 600 speed here. That should be doing something better. It's increasing our cloak output, that's for sure. 5, 6 something cloaks. Still barely making enough of these stupid things. Still barely making enough. Feel like it's time to build some windstone over here. This thing's kind of barely scraping by with the extra fuel we give it and with the magic. Still not quite enough. If we want to bring in windstone, we're going to need much more than what we're bringing in here. That's probably enough firestone for the minute, though. How's the windstone even doing? Windstone's recovering a little bit. Alright, this is keeping up with the amount of fire. We don't have a backup on either thing, but we're getting a pretty semi-constant run of fire. This thing's got power most of the time. I think that's going. You, while I build this thing, bring over here. Oh, right. Because the bridge didn't get built. Come on. Ugh. Now can you go? Yeah, now it can go. It's such a pain sometimes. It's an absolute pain. This can go that way. Nope, B, tools. Flatten terrain down just a little. It's not my main priority here, but we do need to do it. Okay, we need a lot more of these things if we're going to keep up a constant string of anything. So all of these are being fed. Oops. All these are being fed by a silo in case of backups. And then one of these. Of course, this thing is going to need more fuel. If this thing's constantly getting fuel, I'm going to change this math block, maybe. Oh no, now it's going to get more. Overall, I don't know if I love how that's doing. This whole thing's working out though. So, electric network, mana connector. Need a different mana connector for this setup, so we don't get our wires crossed. Come on, mana pipe. There we go, into the receiver. Suppose I should be focusing on upgrading to magic belts sometime soon here. How many of these things did we actually wind up getting? I want this thing to be making a lot faster. This thing is still limited by its stupid crystals. I don't have any particular reason to want to be making these robes so efficiently, but what else am I going to do with all this stuff? In all honesty. Now the other thing that I wanted to do is, now that I know that I need to make a miscellaneous luxury goods place, I wanted to put one over here. Since we, like, you know, didn't need to make it in the first place, we can get rid of all this stuff here. Can still sell jam, but the cake place can actually just sell cake directly now, instead of having to route it through the houses like it was doing. So we'll get rid of a lot of these. A lot of these. So in a newer update, not sure exactly when that's coming, maybe the next update, there's going to be something called Omni Pipes, which instead of the teleporter, that's going to now be the thing that makes Omni Stones, and then the Omni Stones used to make Omni Pipes, and then the Omni Pipes, there we go, getting rid of some of this. Oof, there. The Omni Pipes you use to make other things like you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? Trying to think if I can do it, but I think that I can. So I have another grabber. I want to have that one go here. Gonna need some complicated blocks, so we're gonna figure this out. Okay, I want compute blocks. I need 2 inventory sensors. I need them both to be I need one to offset to that farm. I need one to offset to this farm. I need them both to be monitoring animal feed. Animal feed. I really don't want these connected. That will mess up a lot of stuff I'm thinking of here. So please don't do that. All right. Filter, animal feed, there we go. Do not be connected. There we go. Do not be connected. All right. I need to think about this. I need logic set blocks. And I need math blocks. That should be it. Both of these need to be set to greater than or equal to. And this one needs to be set to, nope, no number, no number. This needs to be set to greater than or equal to. All right, let's think about this. This one is the this one is the milk. So I need this one to go to this set block, and then go to this math block. And that is now set, that number is now set to how much animal feed is in that thing. And the same thing with this for the eggs. Now, if I need to cross-reference these. So this is now sending out a signal. Alright, let's think about this. This one is now going to be true if this has more than or equal to this one. Which means I want this one hooked up to that grabber to turn on. I want this one hooked up to this grabber to turn on. Please, I need to get to the grabber. Pretty please. Please, I need to hook this one up to the grabber, not the farm. The grabber, not the farm. Oh, come on. Nope, I think I hooked it up the opposite direction to what it needs to be. Need this one to hook up to that one. And then this one to hook up to that one. Right? Dang it, we need to delete some of it. We need to move some of it. Alright, let's turn this one on. Turn this one on so that it can remove some and update the system. There we go. So now when these even out, when this one gets more feed, it should even itself out again. Eventually. Because this one should start stockpiling feed soon. Yes, thank you. It should even itself out eventually, and then should switch back over if I'm doing this right. It'll equal out first, which will turn both of them on. And then it will... Oh, what did I do now? It'll equal out first, which turns both of them on. And then I freaking hate this farm selecting thing. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There. Okay. Now when they're equal, it turns both of them on, and when one has more than the other, it turns the other one off, so that it should be giving them grain much more evenly now. So that one has around 10, this one has around 10. So now that should both be going a lot more of the time. Wait, what's going on? Now they're both empty? I don't know what's happening. Feel like this farm needs more workers or something. How are we not getting more grain here? Is this farm just stockpiling grain? Yeah, this farm's just stockpiling grain. That's part of the problem. This farm is just stockpiling. So give me a grabber. Out we go. So what should be happening, see if I'm wrapping my head around this properly. This sensor is sensing how much is in the egg pasture, and it's then setting that number to this. How much is in that pasture. This is sensing how much is in the egg pasture, and setting that number to this one. So if that number, yeah, and then they're cross-referencing. So if this is greater than the amount in the egg pasture, it sets it to true and turns this on. Okay. And it's greater than or equal to, so that when they're both equal, it sends out true values instead of false values, and turns them both on, so the fail state is on instead of off. Anyway, the main thing that this should be accomplishing is letting these both fill at a more even rate that will let them put out eggs and milk much more constantly, much more consistently than they were before, which I think is what's happening. This thing is filling up with wheat, which means I think I can maybe turn the farm down a teeny bit. Yeah, I can probably turn the farm down a little bit since this thing's completely filled up with wheat now. We'll see. I'll bring it up. I'll bring the farm up by 1 if this like empties out too much. But that should be an even way to distribute resources between 2 pastures when you're making enough in this. Without using a splitter, just making it go completely evenly. Alright, this butter thing is outputting. What's the hold up here is now flour. Why are we getting a hold up on flour for my cake? Why can't I? Okay, I can upgrade that more. Thought I couldn't for some reason. So what's up with this? This is getting not enough flour. That it's not getting enough flour. In general, still. Yeah, they have too much downtime. Each of them has too much downtime. We need to clear these trees. They clear those trees because this thing has too much grain in it. But we can fix that by building over here. Come on. Come on, building more outputs. And be very careful because this is not going to work well. And one more there. There we are. Give this farm some more outputs. How's that doing? Okay, give it a little bit more workers, huh? Maxed out its workers. Now how's the grain doing? Okay, the one grain is going about well enough and the other one's not. The only thing that matters is whether the kitchen is actually getting enough grain or not. I feel like we could optimize this better if we worked it off of one mill. So let's point all the wheat at 1 mill and see if we can just make that mill go a little faster. So now this mill is backing up on resources, but I don't know if we actually have it hooked up to the energy network. Hit the wrong button. Energy network, steam pipe, we don't. We don't have any of this stuff hooked up to the energy network, and it's right across the river from the, come on. There we go. The game's slowing down. It's hurting things. Alright, we've increased it a bit more. Now it's evening out a bit on the grain to flour ratio. Now our issue seems to be with butter. Now our issue seems to be with the butter. That's great. One, I want to upgrade the butter to I want to upgrade the milk to a steel belt, and we should upgrade the butter to a steel belt. Our iron belt. And we should just actually upgrade this farm. So whenever the farm gets food, it's just not making enough food. Okay, the farm needs to be going a little bit faster then. How are we doing on that for food and things? Still barely outputting enough to meet demand. Okay. I suppose we can turn this... Oh, level 5 inactive. Oh, it needs... Oh, I didn't put any... Okay, I thought it had extra workers in it. Nope, it's just level 5, so it's going fast. That's cool. I'm glad we can do that. Still have an animal feed issue. This farm is just not generating anything near enough animal feed. Let's max out this farm speed. Still barely producing enough. What is up with this thing? What does this thing even need? Come on. I kind of want to just build... I want to build around this barn so that we can get a thing right there. Need a grabber. I want to put the grabber there, and I want to put the thing going into that. How much grain is that getting us? It's almost enough. What's the problem on the grain? We are producing grain all the time. We don't seem to have any problems with grain production here. The problem is just supplying the stupid mill. Huh, I guess this mill needs another farm? Possibly? Alright, we'll do that next time if we need it. We have a backup on this. The butter is the main factor holding back our cake, but it's because of a lack of milk input. Overall, though, we are making cakes. It is upping our happiness. We are sending them to the general goods traders. It is getting us purple coins, as is all of the stuff over here. Let's see how this happens to be doing. Oh, I never turned off this cart. How's our speed boosting happening? Oh, okay. So now that's no longer the thing holding us back. It's the leather, which is probably a fertilizer issue, so we should deal with that. But that's a next time problem, because we did a lot in this episode. We even invented a new thingamabob to evenly distribute grain to these farms. We're just not making enough animal feed. But it seems to be functioning well. When it's equal, they're both open, and when it's not equal, one of them closes. Yeah, so even if they were both going up pretty fast, it would just keep switching, keeping it more even than even like a splitter would. I mean, we could have just used a splitter, but this is still cooler. We did logic blocks. Alright, well that will do it for this episode. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, you can leave the like. You can do the subscribey thing. You know, all that stuff. This thing is still, like, just not getting enough grain. It's insane to me. We need to bring over an earth, we need to bring over some earth magic to make this farm go more efficiently. Alright, I'm getting distracted again. Like I said, I hope that you enjoyed. My name is Gepwin. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.